I'm Wachter, and I'm a senior at Mountain Vista. I moved here from Illinois in 2021 and then, gone here all 4 years. I've been in a few AP classes here. I run, so I do cross country and track.
His coaches from the Chicago area called us and said, hey, we have this young man moving your way. He's a fantastic athlete also, but also, just a great kid. And so really competitive, works crazy hard.
He's a pretty quiet, sweet, he would probably hate that, but young man. So from the beginning, Will was a bright, shining star and wanting to do a lot of things in that area.
In fall of 2022, I lost my father to suicide, and it was pretty hard on my family. It was hard on me trying to go to school and participate in a sport that I really love.
Obviously, September 14th was an impactful day in itself, and that first semester was really just kind of walking forward and trying to do the best that we could. But the reality is that it was a very long process for Will, partly because of his nature, his humbleness, but really his privateness. The expanse of this tragedy really shook him.
I think part of it just communication, and he definitely there'd be days he wouldn't come to school and he wouldn't communicate at all. So sometimes I think checking with his mom.
Getting up was definitely a struggle. It was just those little things, everyday things that seemed a lot harder because of the grief that I had to deal with.
I just tried to meet him really where he was and encourage his counseling that he did outside of school, but the counseling we did together, and just tried to love on him, frankly, as much as I could.
Thankfully, through the support of my counselors, my coaches, teachers, and obviously my family, I was able to kind of get back up on my feet. Obviously, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about my dad.
It's our job to be the rock and to help kids survive and hopefully eventually thrive through it.
Yeah, I think as a very competitive person, classroom too, but also running, when you miss training time, you're never kind of where you want to be. And that's really frustrating. And I think as athletes, we've all been there. As teachers, we've been there. As students, we've been there. But we just had to preach patience, and just show up every day, and try. Just start and see what happens with your day.
It was last year when he was starting to run the 800 for our track team that I started watching the glimmer come back into his eyes.
End of my junior year during track season, I was on the state-winning 4x8 relay, 4x800 meter. So the guys team and the girls team both won that event. It was really cool. It came down to I think 0.03 of a second that we won by, so it was really intense finish. I didn't even know if we won.
So I just want him to know firstly how much he is loved, and by not just me, but by a lot of people, and that his journey has and will inspire others.
While I went through some pretty tough stuff, I'm grateful that I did, and grateful that I was able to persevere through that, because it's made me the person I am today.